Hi, I'm Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome back to Twin Tuesday. Today, I want to talk about another sort of very important parenting strategy, which is the importance of plan and routines. And this is, of course, applicable to singletons as well as twin families. I mean, we all know it's not so simple to keep following a routine. And yet, I think if we understand the importance of it from a child-centered perspective, it'll make more sense. I often kind of think about transitions and routines as a way of connecting and disconnecting. And I think if you look upon it in that broader framework, it'll highlight the importance of it. Because it's easy to say, oh, we have to have a routine at nap time and bedtime and getting ready for school in the morning. And yes, and all of those are important, but they're important for very larger reasons, which is basically children really need a way to feel organized because when they feel disorganized inside, they can't figure out what's expected of them and what they're supposed to do. And they get overwhelmed and they get frustrated. And of course, this spills over to parents who are also trying to figure out what to do and how to get the kids ready and how important it is to keep everything as integrated as possible. So it also makes the transition to the morning from morning to going to nursery school in the morning really important because when you've had a really awful morning and you finally got your child to school, you start to feel like your day is sort of ruined, which is not. It's just a moment in the day, but it sets the tone for so many parents feeling as if they're overwhelmed and they're angry and they feel bad and everybody was upset and everyone had a lousy morning trying to get ready and it sets in a feeling that you're not a good parent and that you're annoyed and that you feel guilty and all these sorts of things rather than putting it in the context of, yeah, well, we had a bad morning, but we also can figure out it's just a moment in the day and it doesn't mean anything in any bigger context. So children really do well in terms of having transitions and routines with visual cues. So, having a calendar, having a book that talks about it, having a board where everyone kind of knows what they're doing, having stickers, having pictures, having notes maybe that you put in your child's lunchbox about what's going to be happening when they get picked up from school or in the evening. All of these are very important tools and strategies to keep your child feeling safe, connected, and organized inside. Because we've talked about how, remember, they don't have a very developed nervous system. So they need our nervous system to help keep them calm and intact and integrated. So I hope this will help you see that routine and transitions are much more important than just for organizations. They have a much wider effect in terms of connecting and disconnecting, and that's what we need to have our children feel emotionally safe. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.